Morning friends, how are you today? We're here again celebrating women in our little sequence of the morning. I'm waiting for some people to join in and then we will start. We will need bolster and a blanket and possibly a chair for after, so have the props handy. If you don't have props, yoga props, it's fine to just stay on the floor and use a cushion. Will be against the wall, that's why I've got this very weird setup, but I do hope you can still see it. So let's start. We will start with, I put a blanket, folded blanket, but you can use a cushion to sit on. And my back will be against the wall if I don't have a bolster. However, if I do have a bolster, I'll bring it. So the surface on which I'm sitting is much narrower. That will definitely bring me to the front of my sitting bones. So to begin with, we want to do simple cross legs. We'll scoop the buttock flesh away from the sitting bones, lifting the spine and relying on the bolster. If you don't have the bolster, as I said before, you can do this against the wall or the sofa. It's fine just to feel those shoulders rolling back and down, the shoulder blades gliding down. The bolster gives me a soft surface where I can still feel the feedback, feel the pressure, but with some padding. And I'm elongating the spine. Then I'll bring the arms up into Uttanasana, and what I would like to do is rotate the arms so that the palms end up facing the wall. Scooping from the shoulder blade, outer armpits, outer upper arms, elbows, and so the hands will end up either pressing against the wall or just turning backwards, lengthening from the back, from the front, keep opening across the collarbones. What I want is broadness and length in my torso. As we worked on yesterday, we also want to salute the vessel shape, so very broad at the base and comfortable, ready to receive, and very light at the top. So carry on extending both your arms, locking your elbows, bring the floating ribs back. It's a tug of war here between the armpit and the floating ribs, and then bring your arms back down. So from here, those of you who can will take the legs into Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together, knees apart. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. I'm still in the same position. I will bring my heels as close to my groin as I can. You can hold on to your shins, or you can get your hands at either side of your hips. Press the heels. Make sure that the feet are centered to the seam of your leggings and to your navel. And then open the chest again. Baddha Konasana, pressing the outer edges of the feet and the heels, lengthening the spine. So from here, it's going to be easier if we have a bolster or an armchair, armrest of a sofa, to turn the body. So I will start turning the body without using my arms, gliding along or almost draping along that bolster. My left arm will end up on the right thigh or knee, wherever it reaches, and I am trying to take the right collarbone to the wall. Notice that this action is coming from the center of the spine. My outer left hip is gripping really strongly. I don't want that back knee to lift. I'm lifting the chest, sitting the sitting bones, sending the back of the waist back, and still turning. With an inhalation, I come back to the center, and then we'll go over to the other side. Inhale, and as you exhale, first of all, you start draping your body alongside that bolster, and then have your right hand on the left knee or thigh. So lengthening the spine, but pressing against the bolster, pushing, using the sticky mat to push the feet into one another safely, and then revolve the right groin from the outside in. From the inside out. Lift the chest. Carry on turning, waist back, and then come back to the center with a long chest and a long spine. So from here, take a look at where your knees are, and if you can, you will be extending the legs exactly where the knees are. So just extend the lower legs. If this is not possible, you can close your legs, of course. This is Upavista Konasana. The bolster will come away from the back because it will come from the front. I want to do an Upavista Konasana version where we are twisting, but first we're folding forward. So take your buttocks back to the wall, and you still have the feet back of the wall. Extend the body, press onto the bolster. If you don't have a bolster, it's fine just to lean forwards, but keep your outer side of the hips, outer side of the sitting bones, or super glue to the wall. So some of us will stay here, extending the body. Some people will be able to slant the bolster a bit more. Or if you're not using the bolster, your head will not be supported. You're walking your hands forward. Some people will be able to take the body down more. However, every time you take your body down, you have to make that effort of revolving your hip bones, sitting bones back. You can also use bricks to support underneath the bolster if you are really close to it. Extend the legs away. Lengthen the legs. Even if you're sitting on height, you want the back of the thighs to be down on the floor, back of the knees to go down. Slowly start walking yourselves back up to the center, and now we will place the bolster alongside the right leg, like a second leg. So whilst I am extending the left leg, I am going to turn. I want to align my breastbone to that bolster on the left, or the the right leg, or the right side of the bolster, and going forwards. As we did before, you can hold the bolster, hug the bolster here with your hands and turn to it. If you have more flexibility in your hamstrings, you may even reach the foot with your hand and then descend all together. Head supported gives us relaxation for the nervous system. Especially the front of the head. The frontal lobe, the reasoning side of the head, is relaxing. So if we support the head, even if you are doing non-restorative asanas, but you still need a little bit extra calm on that day, you can always go to doing downward dog with a supported head. You can support yourself with a chair or Uttanasana. Turn to the left, and again, either support your head with the bolster flat or hold the bolster, extend the spine, roll the shoulders away from your ears. And then inhale and slowly come back up. Right. Our last asana, very gently bend the knees, hold the back of the thighs to bend the knees. And for this one, I have prepared a chair and the bolster and blanket. So we will be sitting on it, not on the chair, but on the floor on the blanket. If you don't have a chair handy, again, you can go to the sofa, you can go to the bed even and put the pillow across. Alternatively, repeat any of the ones that we have just done and lift your head and lengthen the back of the neck. This action here with a bolster and a blanket on top. And I've got a bolster for my buttocks. A blanket for my buttocks. So I am sitting with the edge of the seat of the chair right across my thoracic spine. Your chair may be a different size, so in that case you will have to play around with the support for your buttocks. So I am squatting at the moment, but if your knees don't allow you to squat, you can stretch them in front of you, and then I am almost like coiling over that support, and I want to bring my neck, my head back. The squatting action is one alternative. You can extend the legs, you can come back to Baddha Konasana, you can cross your legs, and then lift your arms up. So the coiling action originates at the hips. Lift the chest, extend the arms, and then see if you can possibly find the backrest and open the chest. Squeeze your elbows up to begin with. Coil the armpit chest, so the bottom of the armpits ascends and the top of the armpits coils and goes back. Shoulders back, the head is relaxing. If you're not using a chair, or if you cannot reach the backrest of the chair, you simply fold your elbows and lengthen from the elbow joints. Closing the floating ribs at the front, extending the spine and resting the head with a really open chest, which will help us breathing more efficiently. So another option that we can do, open the chest, open the elbows, and hold the chair from the back to the front and press your palms in to the backrest to get also a broadness across the collarbones and an extension of the arms from elbow to elbow. Keep sitting your sitting bones strongly down and breathing in and out more longer inhalations and exhalations than before. Right. Gently, you can open your eyes, bring your arms down, and then bring your head up. Lift yourselves very slowly and gently. And I hope you can do this asana as many times as you need to feel really grounded, as I said before, from the leggings down, grounded, embracing the vessel, and from the leggings up, light as a feather, in order for us to breathe and relax the shoulders and neck. This is also great for before you go to bed, so you have a gentle sleep. Definitely save this post and then repeat it as many times as you need. Namaste, I'll see you tomorrow.